I created AMP in NBA 2K22, and this is exactly how I did it. I apologize in advance. The face scans are not accurate. I'm sorry. 2K22 is very difficult to get realistic looking face scans, so none of these AMP members have actual face scans in the game. I did look up face scans on YouTube for most of them, except Chrisnxtdoor. He might be able to tell that his is a little bit more off than the others. But also for the jump shots, I looked up on YouTube. Agent put his jump shot in a 2K17 video, so I used the jump shot he gave there. And then for the rest of them, I just did the eye test, used their jump shots that I could get from watching a bunch of different AMP videos, and I just created them with badges, attributes, jump shots, face scans, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. First off, start with the badges and attributes for DukeDennis. DukeDennis is obviously the most athletic member in AMP, so he's going to be the best player. In 2K, I made him a 98 overall. He has insane athleticism with 98 speed across the board. Great dunk. I think I gave him 99 with Hall of Fame posterizer and Hall of Fame Lob City finisher. Okay dribbling, great defense when he wants to, and he is the tallest member on the team. I made DukeDennis 6'9" because I didn't want the AMP members to be going against NBA players that are way taller than him. So I did average out their heights and bumped it up so they're still the same heights away from each other, but it's going to be different heights overall. Next up is Chrisnxtdoor, and some people argue that he's better than DukeDennis on AMP's team, but he gets injured so often that we haven't seen him play basketball in like a year. But when he did play, he was one of the best defenders, if not the best defender on the team, and he had great athleticism, good finishing, good mid-range shooting, but awful durability. I gave him no durability, so if I play an NBA game, he has a very high chance of getting injured in the middle of it because he has torn his ACL twice. He also has terrible three-point shooting. I mean, not terrible. 76 isn't that bad, but it's just like he's not a consistent three-point shooter. I remember there was a clip on AMP All-Stars where he just airballed like 7 shots in a row. Maybe that was Davis, actually. Speaking of Davis, he's next up on the list of going through the attributes, and he has great shooting. He's the best shooter on AMP with a 96 three-pointer. He has average defense, like 75 across the board is pretty average. Good playmaking because obviously I just made him like a play shot or like a play sharp that he had in 2K19 and 2K20. He was dribbling around and shooting threes. I just made him play like that because I know he loves to shoot deep threes against people, and the jump shot I gave him I'm really proud of. I haven't gone over the jump shots for any of the other players, but I did put him on the screen. But Davis's is the one I'm really proud of. Trae Young base with Kevin Durant upper. I think it looks very like Davis, and I've made him left-handed obviously. He also has okay finishing because in AMP slam ball this man was going absolutely stupid, dunking on everyone off the trampolines, and he has great layups. Like he just drives in the paint, does a little Euro step, and chucks the ball up, knocks it down. He's a great finisher all around. I think that's really underrated part of Davis's game, so that's why he has that. He's also the shooting guard or point guard on this team. Now it's time for the most underrated player on AMP, Agent 000. He's crazy in the post with solid shooting. He is pretty slow, but he is going to be insane in the post. I gave him 99 everything post related, so this man is going to be only getting buckets in the post. Also, his strength is like an 85, so he can back down bigger centers. Even though he's 6'5" in 2K, he is the center on this team. And that leads me into my next player. Fanum is next up on the list, and his player was the toughest to create because I feel like he hasn't played. He was gone when they did a lot of basketball videos for a while, but in the AMP 3-point contest, this man Fanum ended up winning. So I gave him a pretty solid 3-pointer. I think gave him an 86, and he's slower, same as Agent. Like they both have around 70 speed, but he's really strong. Fanum's great. In the bench press video when they were doing bench presses, Fanum got the most, I think, and he plays power forward on the team. He's also, I think I made him 6'4", so 1 inch shorter than Agent, but he's the power forward on this team. And that only leaves one player left, and he's probably the biggest member of AMP right now. I apologize to Kai. Someone had to be the lowest overall on this team, and he's an 80 overall with okay dribbling, okay speed, and okay three-point shooting. Nothing really too special. I don't think anything on his stats is over 90. His speed is a 90 though because he is pretty quick. He also did have some nice pump fakes in AMP 1v1. I think it was King of the Court. He has a nice pump fakes against people. He can get buckets done, but he's gonna be the starting point guard because Davis is shooting guard, and Chrisnxtdoor, he's going to be the 6th man. I'm not going to lie, Chris, you're just too injury prone to be on the starting lineup. So Kai is running with the starters, and it's going to be a great team to see how they play. I'm just going to let the face scans play out now and finish with a commentary. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do enjoy it, I will be dropping an AMP plays an NBA game in 2K22. I'll drop that video later on in this week. So thank you guys for watching.
Juki got the sauce, bitch.